Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I will explain you how the price of gold has moved in the last week and how the price of gold can move in the next week. See, if you look at the chart of gold, what we have seen, gold is currently trading at around $1836.72. Okay, and you have to understand something, that gold is forming two patterns which you can see looking at here. This is from 2012 to 2022 and the next pattern is from 2020 to 2022. Okay, so now if you look at this particular chart, this is an 8-year pattern is forming and this is a 2-year pattern forming, but both pattern are similar. If you look at this, the high is at around $1930 and the next high coming at around $2090. Okay, and the same pattern is created here 2090. Okay, this is a weak resistance, keep that in mind, 2090. So suppose the price comes close to this particular level, chances are very high it can go further upside. Okay, and as I've told you that if a line breaks twice or thrice, probability is there it can go further upside. If it moves downside, then probability is there it can go further low. Before we move forward and explain you where the price can move, if you have any doubt, mail me at stockmarkettradinglab@gmail.com and one more mail ID in the description. Please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link I've given in the description, you can join that too. There is a continuous upside, as you can see looking at this particular chart. This is from 2020 to 2022, this pattern. After that there is a continuous fall. Overall trend is on the upside after at a level of 1613, which is a swing is forming at this particular level, which is a weak support. So you have to keep this in mind, that if the price comes close to this particular level, there will be a sharp fall can come and a higher probability of it. Okay, so overall trend is upside and it is moving in an ascending order, but it is quite volatile. So you have to understand that there is a high chances of moving further upside, as there is a strong short coming at around $1830 or $32. Okay, so if we can see a swing can form at this particular level, and this support can push the price of gold further upside and can go towards a level of 1848 after this particular level of 1837. Okay, and if the price goes above that particular level, chances are high it can touch a level of $1852, and then from there we can see a level of 1854. And once the price sustain above that particular level, then we can see a level of $1863.63, and if that level also sustain, a chances of touching 1865. Okay, and once the price move up that particular level, then we can see it can touch a level of $1876.63 to a level of $1878. Okay, and once it sustain above that particular level, then we can see it can cross that particular zone, and from there we can see a level of 1876 to it can go further upside towards a level of $1881. Okay, and once it sustain above that level, we can see a level of $1891, and then it can cross a level of $1900. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind. Once it started moving above a level of 1876, chances of going further upside is there, because same pattern will form as we have seen in 2012 2020. Okay, so chances of going further high will be there. If it sustain above level of 1876, can go further high towards a level of 1900, but you have to keep this in mind that if it comes close to 1613, chances of moving further low is there. Okay, as we can see, swing is forming at this level and there is an uptrend. Okay, and a strong support coming at around 1832. Once it breaks this particular zone 1832, it can come down and can go towards a level of around $1824 after 1832, and there is a trend line forming. So once this trend line move below that level, then there's sharp fall can come. So once it move below a level of 1824, then we can see a level of 1811, and from there we can see it can go further down towards a level of around $1808. Okay, and once it started moving falling below that particular level, chances are high that we can see it can go further low and can touch a level of around below a level of 1831. We can see a level of 1824 to a level of 1811, and then to a level of around $1806. Okay, and once it fall below that level, then we can see it can touch a level of $1799 and then further low, because these are the price. Because once it started moving below a level of 1800, then chances of touching a level of 1787 will be there, and from there we can see it can go further low. Okay, because this is a trend line. So once this trend line breaks downside, chances of moving further low is there. As you can see looking at this chart, 1824 is a trend line. So once it moves below a level of 1824, chances of touching 1787 is there, and from there we can see a level of 1774. Okay, and if that level moves further low, then we can see it can touch a level of $1774 and to a level of around 1767. and once it started moving below that level, we can see a strong support coming at around $17.48, and then it will move in this particular zone for quite some time if it comes in this zone. Okay, so if it started moving below that particular level, then we can see it can go further low and can go towards a level of around $17.03, and after moving a level of $17.35, we can see a level of $17.03, and then further if the price move below this particular level. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind and keep trailing your SL and keep a stop loss for a particular day as well as for a trade, so that you should not wipe out your capital. Most of the people lose money in that. Okay, now, and you have to understand something, that once started moving upside and goes above a level of 1845, then only we can see that 1847, then only we can see a trend can go towards upside. Okay, as we have seen the same pattern formed in 2012, so probability is there. We can see a probability that it can create the same pattern here. Okay, now you have to understand something. If you are trading, you have to be careful. Okay, suppose if you are trading with $10,000, try to trade with 10 to 15% of capital per trade. Okay, a risk of 0.5 to 1%, that comes to 1,000 to 1,500. Okay, a risk of 0.5 to 1%, that is $50 to $100 per trade. Okay, suppose if you took 5 trades and all those 5 trades went negative, and you suppose if you lose, maximum loss you can occur is $500. Okay, as you decided. So suppose if you, then you can trade the next day and exit the trade for the day. Okay, so what you can do is that now trade the next day. It will not be a pressure for you to make profit the next day. Okay, and recover that amount. What people do is they lose so much money in the first day itself, they try to recover it, and in that process they lose their full capital, and then they say the market is bad and all. Okay, so what I teach in my workshop, how to overcome all these things. If you want to attend that workshop, mail me regarding that and we can work out on the timing. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.